This year we are celebrating the 50th anniversary of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. If Dr. King were delivering that speech today, he would undoubtedly tackle the problem of the incarceration of over 2 million Americans. It may be hard at times to think about the dreams of prisoners who in some cases have taken away the dreams of others. But we have to realize that many of the people in prison did not fall into the cracks. They were born in the cracks.
I say to you today, my friend,
50 years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. shared his dream with the world.
There were probably many in the crowd that didn't want to hear it.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow,
But he planted such a seed.
I still have a dream.
He planted that seed. If you listened while he was
It is a
preaching,
dream deeply rooted in the American dream. I have a dream.
if you just give it a chance to grow, it would have changed your whole life.
This nation will rise up.
Rise up, two words that symbolize life change and dreams for Damien Guy.
My dream was to become a better person.
A common dream at Westville Correctional Facility in Indiana.
Well, I'd say my dreams while I'm here in prison would be to better myself any way I can, so I'm a better father and a better future husband to somebody.
To be a better father and a better person.
I don't want to be that bad guy. I don't want to be that person that's unapproachable. I don't want to be that person that you can't talk to, you can't trust. I want to be a father. I want to be a son. I want to be a husband. I don't know, I want different things now.
Different things and different dreams than all those other times.
I've been in prison so many times and I'm not even going to tell you here on this camera. But this is so easy. How did I see this before?
I had a dream about getting out and getting back to the things that got me locked up, and subsequently put me right back behind the bars again. But it's so much different today.
My dream has always been to make it to my out date, make it to the out date, get outside the gates, see if I can try, see if I can control my life. It doesn't work.
If I were free.
Martin Luther King, August 28th, when he laid out I Have a Dream speech, that's my main goal as far as just to attack my visions and dreams with tenacity when I get out. Just having the same mindset. If I really had the same mindset over 6 years ago, just doing something positive, I wouldn't be in this situation now.
Why so positive now? Inmates say it starts with a realization.
Realize that, man, life is so much bigger than me. I was so caught up in Brandon that I thought everything revolved around me, and that the earth, the world, humans, community, they owed me. And I just came to the realization that, you know what, it's not about me, that my purpose, whatever it may be, I didn't know at the time, is a lot bigger than me.
They need to be a part of something greater than them, and they didn't feel that way before they became incarcerated. Alone, ashamed. This is a turning point for many of them.
Sometimes I say like I see their heads finally coming out of their rear. I ask them, did you hear the pop? I think sometimes it's that somebody actually doesn't look at them as like a 6-digit number. And if for us to tell them like, you can do better, you can be better, but to do those things you have to do better, and sometimes it is just saying no to the gang, saying no to the drugs on the dorm, saying no to certain things, saying no to the gambling, or it's just small things, then they start to feel a little bit better, and they start to feel like there is some hope.
But here, where most of our guys are getting out in 10 years or less, every single one of our guys here, for the most part, has a light at the end of the tunnel, and they have hope. And that's a big step to work with somebody when they have a glimmer of hope.
There's always hope, always. And that's probably my biggest dream, is to try to get that out to whoever I come in contact with on a daily basis.
I think when you step outside of the box and help others, that you've received a much greater feeling. There's nothing that money or words or anything could do besides the feelings that you get inside. My dream here is that, you know, I'm able to be an influence and to help the young guys. You know, I see so many young guys coming in the prison now, 19, 20 years old. They haven't even begun to live their lives.
20 years ago, my family and I never thought prison would be part of my future.
John Hudson dreams of helping fellow prisoners by teaching them yoga.
You know, firsthand, I know what yoga can do for a person in prison. I mean, it's something that I cannot explain with words. I mean, it's very spiritual. I mean, it's helped me to deal with where I'm at right now.
And several others dream of ministry programs for youth.
Society right now, to me, are basically throwing away the key for troubled children. You know, if you get in trouble, then it's over with. I would like to at least try to change that. Give them a second chance, stop them before they reach this point.
For addicts.
Overcome, because I was an addict. My dream is to get back out and minister the gospel and help people overcome addiction.
For African Americans in Gary, Indiana.
I want to empower them and give them a sense of, I can do this, and maybe raise the next generation of men. We can break this chain. We can break this cycle of broken homes and, you know, fatherless sons.
Giving back is also a goal at the South Bend Reentry Center, another prison not far from Westville. Here, this garden began as a dream.
We wanted to be able to supplement their meals with fresh vegetables and fruit, and we also wanted to share with the community.
A community they also help on Saturdays through volunteering.
And these guys wait until Saturday morning and they're ready and stoked to go out and volunteer. Some of the tough guys, you know, some of the guys you would think that, hey, he's not gonna do it. These guys love volunteering.
All of this a direct result of the center's work release program.
It's a very, very good program, and it ends something very negative on a very positive note.
I seen better days.
But it's limited in scope.
We release almost 18,000 people a year out of this system. Very few go through work release and reentry. So I think that we have a lot of work to do.
One of our primary responsibilities in corrections is rehabilitation. But by the nature of the word, you're assuming that at one point these people had socially acceptable values, morals. The majority of them never were taught that. So you're expecting something from them they can't give. So to rehabilitate something that was never there is the impossible dream. To habilitate takes a while and a lot of effort, but it's well worth it.
Enter the most relevant dreams circling here behind the razor wire. Dreams of how to improve the entire prison system.
And the healing that I pray for is for all of you.
Every offender that comes into the prison system is lacking something that has made them not be able to be productive citizens. And part of my dream as a correctional professional is to make sure offenders leave prison with something that they didn't have when they came in, something positive.
And my dream would be that if everybody would have mutual respect for one another, then of course I'd be out of business. I'd be out of a job, but that would be okay.
My dream is for people to recognize that the guys that in here, that what got them in here, that doesn't have to be their ending.
If we didn't have a dream, then, you know, I feel like that would be like a desperate person. And people that come into prison, I feel like they've reached that level of desperation. And my dream is that they, in turn, find that they can live their dreams, that they don't have to feel shame and feel guilt and not feel like they can achieve their dreams.
Now, once they have this goal, this dream, how do we get you there? What steps can we take to get here? And that's often the hardest part.
People cease to see us as viable members of society, and therefore not realizing that we too still can have dreams that are attainable if we put in some work.
I believe that people in prison have a story to tell, and people on the streets don't want to hear that story because they're still afraid or still mad at us for the crime that we committed.
One of the things that Father Link said is he's going to show this to individuals and help try and get more volunteers to come in. We need them.
One of the worst things that we can deal with while we're being here is not having anybody in the world in our corner.
If you keep people in a prison atmosphere, you're going to keep a prison mentality.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal.
You know, the Declaration of Independence, and as Dr. King said, you know, we're all created equal.
We're human. And if you stop and think, and you really seek change, be it higher power, whatever that you choose, I suggest you choose your higher power, that you will achieve it. You will get the blessings that you want, and you will never be the same person ever again.
Table of brotherhood, I have a dream.
I have a dream today. I have a dream that in our criminal justice system, we can replace the punishment role with a healing goal. In my position as a prison chaplain, I have learned that many of the people whose lives are being wasted in our prisons are not really bad people. They are good people who have made some disastrous decisions. I have a dream today that we will be able to reserve our prisons for those people who are dangerous to society, others who deviate from societal standards will be treated for their illnesses in houses of healing. I have a dream that we will be able to interrupt the cycle of crime by helping people turn their lives towards a better purpose, towards being a good parent, towards being a good spouse. I have a dream today for all of our brothers and sisters that they may rejoin our society. I have a dream today.